Haters think they stacking a grip, but they can never knock it, so fuck your hustle. Ooh, no. Fresh Coast official, king of the dot repper. Bang. It's something that's been in the works for a long time. The King of the Dot and Fresh Coast movement have already been putting it down together. Organics, you know, and we've been working together in a lot of different capacities for a long time, you know what I mean? Like, that's the homie. It made perfect sense for us to work together, and it was the right time, and things were falling apart with Grind Time. I own part of Grind Time still to this day, and something that I invested a lot of myself into, and it wasn't just me, it was a whole entire movement, and it still is, you know, and it really left quite a legacy, and I'm proud to have been a part of all that, like, on the real. Like, it was a beautiful thing, but it just, things weren't working out on the business wise. It just kind of had, in my eyes, a structure that didn't work for me and wasn't set up as to where it was kind of inadequate. It was like building a body with no skeleton, and even though it had a lot of community support, it was a strong community organization, it didn't have the business structure to match for it to properly flourish and grow the way everybody wanted it to, because I know everybody was really disappointed in Grind Time because it wasn't able to reach that potential. But now King of the Dot is something that, you know, is an organization that I had been working with. If you notice, you can see me hosting King of the Dot battles in Cali with Organic, you know, what, 3 years ago, almost, you know, 2.5 years ago. And like, him and I have been working together and setting up matches and okaying who was cool to go where, and like, because people don't realize how hectic it is setting up battles. They think it's just like, oh, you set up a dope battle, it's so easy. You gotta put Dumbfounded against fucking you know, you gotta put Dumbfounded against Iron Solomon. Like, how many stupid tweets I get every day about what your dream matches are. Homie, we've thought of every single match. There's logistics, you know what I mean? There's a lot of things that go into it, and just getting somebody to agree to a battle, but then the other guy doesn't want to do it, but oh, he has to fucking work that day, and whoop-de-whoop. There's so many different obstacles, you know what I mean? Like, that go to that. So Organic and I, and the King of the Dot and I overall, just been working together for years through those obstacles, because in the end, that's the only way you could really flourish. People try to beef with each other and make it about some bullshit that ain't making nobody no money. All of us, like, battle rap's not one man's or one motherfucker's to run, period. You know what I'm saying? It's bigger than all of us. We all, and I'm guilty of it too, because I be banging on motherfuckers, but in the end, that's just the Cali in me. You feel me? This is the home of gang culture. I can't really help that. It's ingrained in my essence. You know what I mean? That's just the West, and like, I'm always gonna rep where I'm from. Cali's making a big mark, but at the same time, there's other places putting it down, and we got respect for everybody. So let's get this paper, but it's still fuck your hustle, bitch. We've been working under the Fresh Coast banner for a while, because we've obviously for years, but as far as like, we've been really pushing that as of late, because we weren't sure about the future of Grind Time. You have to always have a plan B prepared. So people are acting like, what the fuck is going on? Lush ain't doing shit. Nah, motherfucker. Lush is in the bunker storing all the fucking water and the shotgun pellets. You feel me? Like, making sure that we're gonna survive the aftermath. You know what I mean? So when shit was going bad, we're reorganizing as Fresh Coast, and we're already setting up events, not as King of the Dot, because we didn't have the official green light to do that yet, but we're already knowing that that's most likely the move we're going to make. But we were prepared to operate independently regardless, you know what I'm saying? Because we were just getting it popping as Fresh Coast, the whole squad. Christian, Malathion, Smokey, Chaotic Nat, you know, there's a whole fucking team putting it down, you know what I mean? We've been working real fucking hard to bring dope matches. February 18th is the first event, and that's a tryout event, you feel me? That's gonna be prove yourself. First King of the Dot Fresh Coast, prove yourself, to see if, you know, if MCs are even able to get into our now more strictly regimented structure, you know what I mean? Because we're gonna have the Grell Zero out here, which is for, you know, dope MCs that are on the come up. The Prove Yourself is for the cats trying to get into the league, and then there's the King of the Dot Fresh Coast division, which is the cream of the crop, which you would expect from the West, you know what I mean? Because we're the best in the flesh. So those battles are tryout battles, so that's going under, you know, the tryout umbrellas of KOTD. But the March 24th event, which is the first official for real King of the Dot Fresh Coast card, that's going under King of the Dot right there, and that's where we got Passwords versus Bricks Belvedere, Philly Swain versus Daylight. Tell me Philly Swain versus Daylight ain't the most turf battle in the history of King of the Dot thus far. That's just like, as far as like hood grimy motherfuckers, like, and they got crazy bars and style, like, I'm really looking forward to that one personally. Cadillac Ron versus Johnny Storm, Franco versus J-Pro coming out the cuts. There's so many ill matches. We got up-and-comers, we got vets, we got out-of-towners coming in and traveling. Like, it's, dude, Looney Divine versus Young Gaddis, are you playing with me, dog? Like, and a lot of, you know, we're conforming to the basic King of the Dot structure as far as the way we're judging battles and selecting judges, and everything as far as the way the league's going to set up, as far as the structure of the league and the standings, and as far as the events we're going to have, and also as far as the round times. But it is negotiable from battle to battle as far as what the rounds are going to be, because some cats flourish in an environment, you know what I mean? Like, but most of our battles are 2-minute rounds, it's looking like, for our upcoming events. Diz and Canibus is an unlimited battle. 3 unlimited rounds. 3 unlimited rounds, Diz and Canibus. You heard it here first. Honestly, like, we just want it to be a dope battle. We want it to be, obviously you always aim for a classic. I just hope it's crazy as fuck, you know what I'm saying? Like, Canibus was an MC that we all looked up to and still look up to, as far as like his ability to just lyrically destroy a track. And he's always been a cat you've always, like, it's been a dream of mine to see Canibus battle, and Dizaster is, you know, pretty much, in my opinion, might be the greatest battle MC alive. I think he could be the Muhammad Ali and Michael Jordan of this shit. Y'all who write if you want, you know what I'm saying? But like, and it's not even because that's my partner, but I really think that there ain't nobody that's really fucking showed Diz up like that. If Diz is lost, he's lost to himself, to keep it funky 9 times out of 10, you know what I mean? And Diz versus Canibus, you know, it's like, it really is a clash of 2 credible MCs. I think a lot of people are underestimating Canibus, and they're thinking like, oh, we haven't seen him in this format, and that's honestly to be expected. But the motherfucker is like, you know, this is a veteran of performing. This is a veteran of just controlling fucking of language, you know what I mean? Like, so we're seeing some real gladiator shit, and I just hope that it's dope, you know what I mean? I hope that it's dope, and I think it will be, and I want everyone to enjoy it. You can get it on pay-per-view, you know, support, cop that shit. You can get it for the low early, because, you know, we got that town jug on lock, you know? That's just how it go. As far as like the reason why the event is named MAKAVEL is obviously to pay tribute off top to the greatest rapper of all time, who happens to be a symbol of our coast, and that's Tupac, you know what I'm saying? And the reason why beyond that is like MAKAVEL, that was the album that came out after Tupac died. And Tupac is a representative of the West Coast, the Fresh Coast, you know what I mean? So it's like, this is after we're supposedly dead, because motherfuckers said we been fell off, or shit's been whack, you know what I'm saying, all this and that, so we're done. But nah, actually, boom, we're gonna drop the illest album of all time, and it's gonna have me and my girlfriend on it, and a bunch of other tight songs in a battle form, you know what I'm saying? Like, and it's gonna be fucking, you know what I'm saying? Like, so that is why the event is called MAKAVEL. And there's one other reason. I'm an Italian cat, Machiavelli, who Machiavelli is based on, Italian cat as well. And what did he do? He faked his own death, which is what we did, because y'all been sleeping the whole time. But nah, we've been keeping it active, been keeping it cracking. We live as fuck out here, always has been, and now it's on a new level. King of the Dot, Fresh Coast. Shout out to my partners Vikto, Agent Spitz, fucking motherfucking hustle up in your hoe's mouth, getting paper. Uno High Times, Stack and Grit, West. Not to have a bong in my hand when I'm shooting this, because I really do have a bong in my hand. It's just like I was about to smoke, and we just realized that we have this point. And it's really important, because another thing that's dope is some motherfuckers can't necessarily get into Canada hella easily, and now we get it cracking for the homies with felonies and dope ass bars that have been behind bars with dope bars, you know, that can't necessarily reach Canadian soil. Get it cracking out west, you feel me? And we get it, it's still under the King of the Dot banner, you feel me? Ain't nothing cracking unless fucking all the Canadian homies okay that shit too, because we all moving together. We all moving as one unit out here, you know what I'm saying? And it's West banging for life.